Over the past couple of years, the composition of my flock has changed. I used to have lots of Buff Orpington hens, and now I only have one favorite chicken. She's the only one who survived, and she was the one who was the smallest and was picked on.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
Every once in a while, I'll just treat myself to something which I think is a luxury. I don't really need it, don't really have to have it. But I noticed that some of the real artists, the ones who seem to be making a living from their art, sometimes will resort to things like this KingArt watercolor brush marker set. And there are 12 of them. So I love the watercolor effect, but if I want to go outside and do plein air, then it's just hard to get everything synchronized. So what I thought I would do is open this up and see what it's like. Oh my, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. And maybe I could then open up my little sketchbook and find an area where there's no sketch. This was my latest one. And do some swatching, because swatching is fun. And just see what this is like. Does it really feel like watercolor, or does it feel more like a marker? So here we go. Oh, it's nice. It's really, really nice. It's kind of like, it's very flowing kind of. It's better than a marker. It feels like it's a water-soluble paint. So let me try this purple that they have here. Oh, nice. Very nice. It's so easy. It's so much easier than a marker. It just flows really well. So here's this strong green. See if it has a name, this green. No, it doesn't have, there's no name on here for the color. So I'm just going to have to call it the strong green. And then the weaker green. Nice, very nice.
So that's what it's like to be sketching in the great outdoors. There's a lot of wind, and you're looking at ducks and chickens that move and don't stay in one spot. And so it makes you have to sketch a lot faster and with a lot less detail. And the idea behind all of this is that after I make an initial sketch in plein air, then in the evening I go back and I draw the same thing, only in more detail, based on my plein air sketch. So there's your plan.
kind of hard. Kind of hard.
So this is in the evening. I'm not outdoors anymore. This is not plein air anymore. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at the sketch that I made during the day, and I am choosing to focus on certain aspects of that sketch and to put in some more details. And what I ended up focusing on was Joey the Drake and favorite chicken. So while I had 3 individuals in my sketch outdoors, I ended up having only 2 in the final sketch that I made at home. So did these markers perform as if they were watercolors? They did in the sketching part. Where I actually created the forms, I was very satisfied with that. But I'll tell you what, when it came to coloring in the figures and especially coloring in the background, it did not feel to me like the same kind of fluidity that you have with watercolor. And so there's actually one of my weaknesses that people noticed in first grade and on up is I'm not good at coloring. I'm not good at creating uh, a uniform surface. And this is where these markers let me down, especially when I was doing the background, because you could see every single line and they didn't flow into each other. And so that would be the place where I think using a brush and actual watercolors would be better. But I did enjoy these brush markers very much up to that point. I wanted to share my little sketch with Bo, but he wasn't that interested.